Hello everyone, well we're on to part 4 of my shout out request video, so let's get straight down to doing the shout outs. Oh dear, another name I'm not sure I'll be able to pronounce correctly. Mirage Ali? Hope I've pronounced that right. This is a compliment I would like to give you. I absolutely love your vids. You have helped me choose a vac to get. I liked the Bosch Athlete and I asked you what do you recommend for me and led me to the true world of vacs. Please read this in the video. Well, I have. Hello to you. Thanks for the compliment. Hope you enjoy whatever vacuum cleaner you choose. I don't know if you actually bought the Athlete. The Athlete's okay, unless you want to do above the floor with the hose, and then it's not. Okay then. Next one. Quick. Is that pronounced Kia? K-E-I-R, fourth. Hi Roger, you've spelt my name wrong. Naughty. Love the videos as always. My question is, you mentioned last time you don't know what your favourite and least favourite vacs are, as it was hard to narrow it down. But what is the best and worst vacuum you have tested based on performance in your experience? In brackets, bit waffly. Well, I know how to waffle. I could waffle for England. Rusty told me that once. Yeah, that forced me to make that hurried Blaze cylinder vac review. I thought, I'll show him I'll not waffle. And a lot of people didn't like that. We like your waffle. So Rusty got it in the neck. He was only joking anyway. You know, again, I have said this in the last thing. The Hoover Idol cylinder was pretty poor. But I think it was because I just gave it too much Hoover food. I gave it too much Hoover food. There's somebody out there who knows what I mean. You're coming up. I gave it too much Hoover food all in one go and it just choked on it. Couldn't cope. But the nozzles, I've got an example. This is pretty poor as well, actually. Is a sneak peek. I haven't even used it properly, but I think this next one is going to turn out to be pretty poor. And guess what make it is? Here's a clue. Oops. Bit much. Oh, it's a guitar. Army Dreamers. What's that guitar? Didn't have the money for the guitar. This, I only got this because it was cheap as chips. Nowhere near the silly amount of money Hoover wanted for it. This is called Idol as well, funnily enough. I think Idol is going to be a name synonymous with rubbish. But the fact that this is a bagless stick vac, and this is what makes this, and this is what makes any Hoover vacuum that's got this nozzle on absolute pants at picking up, is this awful nozzle. I think Hoover have dropped this in their latest lineup. Looks nice, but it's, I was going to say a rude word, it's poor. Yeah, this is pretty bad, and it doesn't even fold. The handle doesn't even fold on this. It's awful. I've not even used it yet, but I know it's awful. You can get a bagged version as well. But one saving grace for this, which might save it from being another appalling Hoover vac, is this. It's actually got a power takeoff socket, and I can actually buy a power head for this, but it's going to cost me, if I do get it, it'll cost more than I paid for the vacuum. But we'll see. So that's another awful cleaner. But yeah, the Hoover Idol. What was the rest of the question? Parched again. Get some more gin. If I was swigging on gin, I'd soon be dropping things and slurring my speech. The best and worst, best. Gold. The Sebo G1, I know Rusty won't agree, but the Sebo G1 did a pretty good job of, you know, when I did the bag of filth. That left a pretty clean sweep. I can't really narrow it down. There's some cleaners that have done very well, have good agitation. I recall there's a Maytag The Bissell Power Glide Lift-Off, pretty poor cleaner in many respects, but that had superb agitation. So the Shark does very well under normal circumstances. It did choke in the demo video because, again, I put down too much dirt, and it can't. A lot of vacuums are very good for your normal day-to-day cleaning, but if you give it something that it really shouldn't be doing, that clogged up, which is why it didn't leave such a clean sweep as it would have done. But for normal everyday use, I do this again. I'm saying Shark. I think for me that's a very good everyday, good performing cleaner. But it's hard to think which is superbly the best. I've got A-rated vacuums for carpet cleaning performance. I've got a Hoover Bagless Freedom that's a quadruple A. It doesn't make it a very good vacuum. Does quite a good job on the carpet, I must say, but there's too many other things going against it. But anyway, you know, I hope that's filled in. Here's a familiar name, John Patrick McConnell. John is a very big fan, very supportive fan. Hello, John. Hello, Roger. May I please have a shout out? Another one. All right then, since it's you. May I please have a shout out? Asking me what one vacuum is my favourite. That is like Sophie's Choice. If my house catches on fire, I'll be grabbing as many as I can. Well, I'll hope you grab Kermit before any vacuums. Sorry, Patrick, I'm going to have to cut you short. Because what I've done, I've freed up some space on my doobie, but I've not deleted my old footage. So sorry about that. So let me just fiddle with my camera, because my answer is going to take more than 2 minutes, possibly. And I've got other people to see too. So I'll just pause, delete some footage, and then I'll be right back at you. Okay, sorry about that, I've freed up a little bit of time now. Time for Patrick. Okay, let's carry on. Right. Asking me what one vacuum is my favourite, that is like Sophie's Choice. If my house catches fire, I'll be grabbing as many as I can, blah, blah, blah. So, did I tell you? Yes, grab Kermit first. Kermit comes before any vacuum, surely. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate you, and you are most assuredly worth the wait. I won't nag you. Maybe a little jealous of you. Don't be jealous of me, matey boy. I can assure you, don't be jealous of me. Looks like I live the glamorous life. Yeah, I've really got to be pitied more than envied, to be honest. Anyway, don't be jealous. Rest assured, my friend, if I can win the lottery, you will be able to retire, as I want to invest in ibaisaic. Speaking of, I miss you saying that on your videos you will always be my... Oh, hang on. Speaking of, I miss you saying that on your videos, as you'll always be my vacuum cleaner hero, fondly known as ibaisaic. Air hugs and friendship. Love, take care. P.S. I feel super special already for singing to me on your birthday this year. Well, I've been told not to sing. My brother said, don't sing, don't sing. Yeah. I stopped doing a lot of things because of him. He'll never comment. He's not even on YouTube. He'll be watching this. Yeah. Telling my mum everything I'm telling people. Stirring it. Yeah, I know. Well, I think he owes me some money anyway. He should be giving me some money. Give me some money. You know, I'm not going to say his name because, you know, he wouldn't want that. So, hello again, Patrick. Thanks for everything as well. Thanks to you as well. Right, Joey. Oh. Weekend. You say potato, I say potato, I don't know. Joey, anyway. Hello, Roger. I'd love a shout out. I'm from Michigan, USA. I found out recently that Hoover US and Vax are associated under then same company. I just thought you should know. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Joey. I did know. In fact, we spoke about that in an earlier video. Somebody else mentioned about Hoover and Vax. Also, I'd like to know... Forgot to leave in main comment. Do you still have the DC35 and Dyson V6? Again, I've mentioned those previous, but in case you didn't see it, I've got the DC35, but I returned the V6 to QVC because I thought, oh well, you know, I would. because if I get another Dyson cordless, it will be the V8, and there's no point in having a V6 as well. So I thought I'd return it to QVC, and if the V8s come down in price, get one of those. I've got the DC35 because it's useful mainly as a handheld. I don't really use it as the upright, but as a handheld for vacuuming out my drawers and doing quick little things like that, it's useful, so that's why I keep it. CA31, how many vacuums do you have, aka Shoutout? Well, I had to, for you CA31, I had to actually think and write down. Now this is not conclusive, I'm not going to read the list out, but I had absolutely no idea. I thought possibly near 100. That's what I thought. You know what thinking does. So to find out, basically I had to go through all my YouTube videos, the whole lot, just look through and think, yes, I've still got that one, no, I sold that, got that. So any ones I've still got, I wrote down, plus a few that haven't appeared on YouTube yet, and it came to approximately 160 vacuums. I'm not proud of it. I'm not trying to amass loads. I'm quite surprised. That did shock me when I was thinking it may be 100, and I've got 160, and that doesn't include the toy ones. I'm not including carpet washers or steamers. Basically just the vacuums. Or 3-in-1s I've included, if you know the vacuum and a carpet washer. I've included that in that figure. So I'm not boasting about having 160 vacuums. There'll be people that have more than that. It's not about, you know, I'm not here to amass as many vacuums as I can and have the biggest vacuum cleaner collection in the world. I don't care, because I will start getting rid of some, because if it starts getting to 200, I don't think I've got room for 200 anyway, but I will start getting rid. So for me, it's not about, it's just about, I like the variety, I like unboxing them, I like demonstrating them. Just haven't got around to getting rid of some, which I need to do. So at the moment, time of making this video, it's approximately 160. Top Fin asks, okay, what time period was the Hoover brush vac made in? Well, in the UK, I don't know exactly, but it was an 80s model. It might have gone into the 90s slightly. I think it originates, somebody will be able to answer underneath, I expect, who knows properly. I could go back and check brochures, but I would say 84, 85-ish. The first one came out, the grey one, and then we also got the black and blue one with a see-through dust cup. And I think that's still, I've still got brochures into the early 90s with that in. So it might have lasted about 10 years, but it started definitely, it was mid-80s I would say that it first appeared in the UK. It might be different from the USA, because USA also had the Hoover brush vac. Thanks for your question, Top Fin. Dyson Obsessed, please can you give me a shout out? Hello Dyson Obsessed. Can you make a vacuum Instagram? Possibly, I don't know, I might look into it. People have said about Instagram and doing a live thingy or other, but you know, I do Twitter, I do Facebook, and obviously YouTube. I'll have a look into it. I think I had a glance at Instagram once and thought no, I won't bother. So I might not watch this space. If I ever do, I'll mention it on a video and say I've got Instagram now. So I've thought about it, but it's on the back burner at the moment. Supergirl 319. Hey ibaisaic, can I have a shout out? My name is Rochelle and my favourite vacuum of all time is the Sebo Felix. Yes, that's a good one. Which, have you got one then? Rochelle, I'm assuming you own one if it's your favourite. There's plenty of different ones, isn't there? I've got the Rosso, but you can get the Vogue, and there's the, is it called the Royale? The one with the Union Jack? And there's the basic navy and white. My mum has that cleaner. She's had it for quite a long time, well over 10 years now. Still going strong. I agree. It's a good vacuum. Supergirl 319. James Dunn, can you give me a shout out next month on the 30th, please? No, sorry. Did explain again. I explained I can't do it on a specific day. So anyway, happy birthday for the 30th, I assume, of September. I don't know how old you are. Happy birthday for then. and you'll be getting a Von House vacuum cleaner. Good luck with that one. I've seen Von House brand, only on Amazon though. I don't know where else you get it from. They're pretty generic. I've not tried one myself, but if that's what you want and you enjoy it, that's good. Oh, but you're also getting a pneumatic James. So I wonder which one you'll prefer. Are you going to video them? You could do an unboxing, couldn't you? A birthday unboxing. And show everyone your James and your Von House. So I bet you're looking forward to getting those, aren't you? Thanks for the comment, James. Jake's Tech, he's another one I remember from the last shout out. Hi Roger, I would like a shout out please. How many do you need, James? Wasn't one enough? Anyway, you've got a question, haven't you? I think. I would like a shout out please, and how many vacuum cleaner do you have? Oh, I've just answered that if you were listening. My favourite vacuum cleaner is a Kirby Avalier because it can shampoo carpets and clean the floor and polishes it. And also has a drill and slander attachment. And a little cross. A slander attachment. I didn't see it. I know it's a typo, but that's quite funny. An attachment for slander. Here's my new Shock Rocket True Pet with the exclusive slander attachment. Attach the slander attachment pointed at someone you want to slander, and the shark comes out with all sorts of negative comments. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sorry, that's tickled me. I'm not making fun of you at all, Jake. Jake's Tech. It's quite funny. I think it's supposed to be a sander attachment. Well, I can see that being very useful because when you're sanding, you create a lot of dust. I've got sanders that you can attach a vacuum to that sort of help to limit the amount of dust. So to have a Kirby with a sander attachment, I'm sure will keep the dust levels down. So anyway, I'm glad you enjoy your Kirby. That's the latest model, I believe, isn't it? I'd have one of those given to me, a brand new one. If Kirby Company are watching, I'd be quite happy to do lots and lots of videos on it. I'd rather have a nice shiny new one than some used one. Thanks, Jake. Rosie Clifton, can you give me a shout out please? Plain and simple, no question. Hello Rosie. I assume you like vacuum cleaners if you want a shout out, or have you just randomly said, oh I think I'll have a shout out. I don't watch him, I hate that bloke, I don't like vacuums, but if he gives me a shout out that'll be great. But I assume you watch some vacuum videos. Anyway, hello Rosie, welcome to the wonderful world of vacuum cleaners. Oh no, curses, another one I can't pronounce. I can't pronounce even the one of them. Iren Yukan. Sorry if that's wrong. Hi ibaisaic, can I please have a shout out? I love all vacuum cleaners, but I love Dyson vacuum cleaner more. I don't love them. I don't love vacuums. It's probably the wrong word. I like them. I find them interesting. I like using them. I like, pottering about with them. I don't love them. People use that word a lot, but it shouldn't be used in the context of vacuums. Because I'll tell you something, I bet not say it. Oh well, I will say it. I don't cry. But no, I can't. Sorry. I was going to say something. I was going to say something about I would give up every single vacuum. I'd have to have one in order to have something happen in my life that I can't ever have back. So if you put it in context, they're not worth, they're not the most important thing. It's certainly not my most important thing. As I said, something I would like back in my life. Well, a dog. Oh, stop it. That I would give up all my vacuums to have him back. He went far too soon. Sorry about that. Just going to pause. I thought I'd never do that. Come on. Right. This is a big, very random. Now we'll have to pause because I've got to be my jolly old self. So sorry about that. Yes, I've got feelings, emotions. I'm not. Right. No, come on. I don't know where that came from. Should really edit that out, but anyway, I'll leave it. Right, okay, hello to you, Erin, if I've pronounced that correctly. I'm going to be so embarrassed watching that back. Craig's Clocks. Well, everybody, if it wasn't for Roger and his humour, I'm assuming Craig must be American, because it's spelt the American way. We wouldn't have the best vacuum cleaner tester in the world. Well, I wouldn't say that, Craig, if that's your name. Please give him the space and respect as if he was a friend or family member. If Roger gets upset and quits, there will be a bad uprising. I don't think there would. I don't think there would. You'll find something else to watch. I mean, I was upset when... I don't know, I can't... You know, when you finish a book or when a certain series finishes, you know, you've been watching for years. I mean, like Friends, for example. I shed a tear at the end of the last episode of Friends. I'd invested 10 years or so of my life watching that programme. But things move on and you find other things to watch. So if that's what would happen, you know, I wouldn't, you know, people wouldn't mourn my passing for long. They'd soon discover something else to take their minds off things. So, you know, there wouldn't be an uprising. It'd be nice to think there would be rioting on the street, but no, that's not going to happen. Anyway, Craig's Clock says he needs, and I need and love his videos. Thanks for all your hard work and humour, Roger. Well, we didn't have much humour a few minutes ago. Sorry. Right, Shannon. Hello, Shannon. How much time have I been using? I'm going to finish off with Shannon, and then I'll start the new thing. I'll go and blub. No, I think I've got over that little thing. We'll finish with Shannon, and then I'll be back for part 5. Deary me. Shannon. Hey, ibaisaic. Oh, another Dyson obsessive. I have the Dyson DC04, 41, 40, 50, 35, 59, 33, 39 and 14. I also have the V6 and V8. Oh, you've spent a lot of money, Shannon. Just reading all those numbers out, I just wonder why Dyson have used numbers instead of names. I prefer a vacuum to have a name, don't you? You know. Don't know. I just like names. I like a vacuum to have a name rather than just a number. I'm just trying to think. Put under the comments what names could we give to some Dyson cleaners instead of 40, 41, you know, 15. You know, think. Right, let's get back to Shannon. I'm debating whether to start making video demonstrations and reviews. Do you have any tips? Also, if your only vacuum was a Dyson, what model would you have? Thank you. Oh dear, be a sorry state of affairs for me, I'm afraid, if my only vacuum was a Dyson. But if I had to choose, I personally would say the Dyson DC15. That's the one I quite liked. I don't have it anymore, but I would say DC15, the first ball cleaner. It was very complicated and whatever, but I liked it. Right, do you have any tips? Well, for starting making video demonstrations, so the only tip, obviously, you've got a lot of Dysons, so you've got a good start there. You've got a lot of stuff you can video and demonstrate. The only tip I would say is if you're using a phone, record in landscape mode and not portrait, okay? If you're speaking on it, speak clearly. Try and edit. If you can't edit in a computer, try and edit on the go. Don't have any footage of the camera sort of on the floor, not filming anything while you're moving something, and then pick the camera up. Try and pause if you can't edit later. And above all, lighting. I've got some lights I got for Christmas. They're like soft. They were only £50 for 2. Well, it's a lot of money for some people. It was a Christmas present. But they're called softbox lights and on a tripod, and they give out a bright diffused light. So you need to make sure people can see what you're showing and they can hear you clearly. If you can't get studio lights, you know, if you can't run to that, just make sure you video on a bright day in a bright room, or just bring in lights from other areas. Turn the light on, the main light, bring in lights from other rooms, table lamps, floor lamps, etc., to make sure the area that you're filming in is nice and bright so people can see what you're showing them. So I've got runny nose. So that's what I'd suggest, and just have fun with it. You know, you'll get better and better as you do more and more. Your videos will improve, and you know, and as mine hopefully have from my early days. I'm getting better and better. The more you do something, the better you get. So, you know, good luck with that, Shannon. You know, as I said, you've got lots of Dysons. People like Dysons. You can just do a Dyson channel, a Dyson fan channel if you want. David Court, what is your... Oh, hang on. Well, I'll just quickly finish. I was going to finish with Shannon. I'll just sneak David in at the end. David Court, what is your best vacuum? Ooh. And how long have you been collecting them for? I've been asked that, David. The vacuum I like at the moment, that I feel is the best all-rounder, again I'm going to say the Shark behind me. It's probably not the one I have sort of emotional attachment to, or no, but I can't give you one. How long have you been collecting them for? Well, I've been interested since I was 18 months old, but for collecting, how long? Well, how old? I'm not going to reveal my age. How old am I now, Audrey? Well, if I say how long I've been collecting them for, you might get a rough idea of how old I am. I started in the 80s, really collecting properly. When I started having some money, when I got a Saturday job, really is when I I mean, I got odd second-hand ones from jumble sales and things. So, how long? Well, I'll tell you the year. It's probably 83 does stick in my head. I just like 1983, I think, is when I started building up a little collection. I'll put a picture up. This is a picture showing of one of my very first group shots of my earliest collection, and that would have been taken about 83. I think that would have been definitely, all the models in that picture were available in 83. So that's it. I'm going to belch. Pardon me. Okay, thanks for watching. We've been to part 5. There'll be no tears next time, hopefully, unless somebody asks me something that starts me thinking of don't do it again, Roger. Happy, happy, happy. It's YouTube. We must be happy. Look at the lovely yellow vacuum. That'll make you happy. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in part 5. Bye.